Can you roll 21 in dice? Joke. What is going on, crypto fans? Happy Hump Day, happy Wednesday, and welcome back to your favorite daily live show regarding everything crypto with a Sin City flair. I'm one of your co-hosts, David, and we are coming at you from our studio in the city of heat, the city of wind, and the city of sin. Before we get into content, quick disclaimer, nothing that we say on this channel should be taken as financial advice, so please, as always, do your own research. With that being said, I'd like to send it over to my and your co-host, the pterodactyl himself, Big Rob. What's up?
Hola, it's your boy, Big Rob, back in the house. Welcome to Sin City Crypto. If it's your first time checking us out, I am not a pterodactyl, but we are in the Sin City Crypto entertainment-focused cryptocurrency channel where we take the old, the boring, the stale information, we package it up in a fun and sexy way. Also, here at Sin City Crypto, we don't just do the live streams. We also do the deep dives and, well, other content as well. And go check that stuff out.
Good evening and welcome to Legal Briefs.
You done, David?
What? Gotta say what?
So, now, if you guys could do me a favor and like the video, we will give you approximately 3 to 5 seconds to hit the like button. Okay. And with the subscribe, if you haven't done that, go ahead and knock that out. Notification bell. Muchas gracias. Now, how you feeling, David?
I'm feeling juicy.
All right. How's our chat feeling? All right, let's take a look. Roll call, baby. So, HP in the house, first up in here. Welcome. Round of applause, not only for being first, but he also... Oh, we actually have a round of applause button?
We do.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Our production is evolving, everybody. Now, HP is our newest Sin City Crypto fam member. Yeah, there you go.
Get one time only a voucher for Robin to reply to a text message in under 15 minutes.
Ooh.
Congratulations.
That is that's a rarity there. And then also we have AZ Crypto Geek. Who else? Chef Murder, Hindi, Olga, Stereo 2s, on the ones and twos, and then we got Market Mark, Tox, and Brokyoshi.
Brokyoshi. You know, Brokyoshi is planning a trip to Vegas.
Is he?
We are going to take him to a Raiders game.
Are we?
Yes.
Is he going to be here during the Raiders season?
I mean, I don't see how we would take him to a game if he wasn't here during the season, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, man, almost forgot. Why you loud? Gang. And then
Dan Daniel.
Yeah, so we had we put up the video yesterday. The members only video. If you're a member and you haven't seen the video, what the hell wrong with you?
It's a video on how to overcook a steak.
Shut your ass up. So you know, the thing is our members only videos don't pop up on the on your regular homepage or notification bell. So pull up my laptop. If you want to if you are a member and you want to see the video, you just go to the homepage like this, and then you just hit membership. There's a little tab for you, and then you scroll down. There's all of our members' videos. Members only, Big Rob.
Mine's coming next week. Mine's gonna be fire.
No,
you're gonna watch me
follow around David.
You're gonna watch me eat my favorite snacks.
So getting into the crypto market.
I was waiting for
what's up?
I was waiting for that comment, the yogurt comment.
The yogurt comment.
Yeah. Real quick before you start, Robstein went official today. Rocco, we put up my laptop real quick. So the first testnet merge for E 2.0 is live, officially activated, and this looks like a bunch of crap. I don't understand, but all I see on the bottom right is here, POS activated, proof of stake, proof of work here, and yeah, so pretty interesting. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what glitches they find, but something exciting happening. So yeah, that's all I got. We got looks like Eddie. Eddie comes in here, says he wants the truth. Well, the truth is, you're currently watching the best live show on YouTube for cryptocurrency.
Dang.
Welcome, Eddie. If it's your first time, welcome to the channel. If you're coming back, welcome back to the channel.
So, Eddie, hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto. Now, getting into it, Bitcoin sitting at 30,300. Just move. $30,410.67. And Where are we at? Same place we've been at for the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks, since May 10th, I think it is. Here's the monthly chart. So obviously just been bouncing around the same little channel between 31 and 28.5, I think it is, for the most part. We had the 1 wick down here on the initial drop where it went to 26,000. So, you know, we've discussed this a few times. This is just literally where I think we're going to be for a minute, man. I mean, that's because
Don't spoil it.
it's going to be our hot take. It's going to be our hot take, so I won't go too far into
Hard
depth.
take.
A hard hot take.
Also,
What's up?
before you continue, couple exciting things. I think I found the next coin that's going to pump 15%. Also, I think I found the Bitcoin bottom indicator, a legit one. So we'll go over that in a market analysis. Okay, go ahead, Rob.
You know, I tweeted yesterday. If you're not following us on Twitter, I said, you know, you're in a bear market when you don't hear any crap about new meme coins. There's no buzz on meme coins.
Actually, one of our articles today is about your favorite meme coin.
Yeah, I'm talking about new meme coins.
Oh,
The SHIB army is always going to be delusional.
Whoa. Uppercut. What is a weak uppercut?
So
Didn't even knock him back. Under the belly.
Ethereum at a flat 1,800, and it's dropping. And if you're not familiar with my trading strategy here, I am trying to pick up Ethereum at 1,600. I got 3 or 4 buys coming up for Ethereum. I'm entering in at 1,600. My own personal position. Y'all do what y'all want. Not financial advice, but I think we're going to get a big drop in Ethereum coming up with the, and then with the ETH 2.0 merge coming up. Going to get a big price action move. Also, I think we're going to get kind of a relief rally in the Wall Street. So,
Now, speaking of dip, Eddie in the chat said Bitcoin will dip more with CPI numbers coming out. And so
when is that coming out?
on the
Friday?
10th or 11th. So
This Friday.
I posted, you want to pull up my laptop real quick, Rocco? I posted a poll. So if you haven't participated already, please do so. Will the CPI numbers come out over 7.5 or under? Looks like about 88% of you think it's going to be over. Robin, what are your thoughts? Have you voted?
So it was, 8.6 and then 8.3, right?
Yeah.
Those are the last 2 months.
8.5, 8.3.
8.5, 8.3. Now they did raise the interest. I mean, they did raise the Fed interest rate up 0.5%.
Yeah.
So that dramatically slowed down the economy, at least to where it was. I mean, the economy is still moving. People are still buying stuff, and there's still a lot of traction going on. However, we are showing signs of a recession. A lot of people are moving out of riskier stocks, and there just isn't as much people just throwing money out at projects. And so for that reason, maybe we are under 7.5, man.
You think so?
I think it's gonna be close. I truly believe we're under 8.
Definitely under 8. If
You
we're
think?
not under 8, we're screwed. If we can't
But
get
this
under
is
8,
still year over year, and you got to
Yes.
remember, a year ago this Friday, or a year ago today, basically, we were sitting. We was a lot more going on in the world. We were sitting at
no Russia war.
no Russia war.
Supply chain was getting
Supply
better.
chain was starting to get more funky.
It was starting to get better.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll see. Lastly, the big movers today, Cardano up 6%. If you're a big Cardano homer, a lot of traction here as of lately, 15% for the week. And so compared to what the rest of the market is, as we mentioned all month, pretty much been trading sideways. And so the projects that are popping off up 15% for the week, for example, is an anomaly. Polkadot down 7% for the week, and Tron down 7%. Tron also had a big run up earlier this month, so just more or less a retracement. Taking a look at the crypto bubbles, more on a visual scale of representation of what's going on. Luna is still dropping, everybody. And then, as we mentioned here for the week, Chainlink
We got
is
some news on
moving.
Chainlink.
Yeah, and Helium too. Helium up 21.4%. So a lot of traction there out of there. Now, Crypto fear and greed index it's getting closer to the 20. I think 20 is the threshold for the extreme fear.
Yes.
And so I think as you keep in this consolidation channel, as we keep trading around this 30K mark, people are starting to realize that, hey, maybe this bottom won't fall out. I know you kind of disagree. I think we are gonna trade a little lower. I don't think we're gonna see these $18,000 Bitcoin as people have been predicting, but I do think we're near the bottom, if not already hit it. I just think the bottom is here for a while. I think that's the catch-22 here, is that everyone's like, oh, the bottom's in. We hit the bottom, 26.5. That was the bottom. I think there's a pretty good chance that was a bottom. But here's the thing. I think everybody thought we were going to hit the bottom and just straight bounce. And we hit the bottom, and then we bounced to 30, and I think we're just going to straight coast here. Coast for a while. A little bit of movement in either direction, but essentially I think that's where we're at. That's my own personal opinion. Now, what's going on in Wall Street? We have NASDAQ down almost a full percent. S&P 500, Dow Jones down a full percent. So starting to slowly bleed in the markets, the global markets. And, we get a couple good days, but more or less you're getting more losses week over week. And so I think this is just what to be expected in a recession. Obviously, if you look here, we'll take a look at, say, the 6 month. As you can see here, you do get retracements, you get bounces, but essentially it's lower lows, lower highs. That's a downtrend. And it's a downtrend. And I think this is going to continue for a year because of recession. And this also happens to coincide with, so this is the 6 month chart. If you take a look, where Bitcoin is, they don't have a 6 month chart, but I can just squeeze this down. So we go here. Look at that. Awfully familiar. And then you watch other shows, and they're like, hey, there's no correlation between stocks and Bitcoin. They're not correlated. What are you talking about? Look at this. So that's why we cover the NASDAQ every day. Because if you're delusional and you don't think these charts match up, something wrong with you.
What the hell wrong with you?
Now, you do deviate. In the long term, you're going to Bitcoin will outperform the rest of the markets. It will. But it's going to be slow and gradual. So when there's a big downswing in the traditional markets, there's going to be a big downswing in Bitcoin. But who's going to bounce back first? Bitcoin. Who's going to take a little less loss? Bitcoin. Who's going to gain a little bit more on the way up? Bitcoin. And so, but if you want to know what the trend is, where the market's heading, just all you literally got to do is just pay attention to what's going on the macro level and the global stage. So just to kind of hammer in what we're talking about, the Fed GDP Tracker shows the economy could be on the brink of a recession. The Atlanta Federal Reserve GDP Now tracker is now pointing to an annual gain of just 0.9 for the second quarter, down from an estimated 1.3 less than a week ago. With the first quarter growth down 1.5 for the second consecutive quarter of negative growth meets the rule of thumb definition of a recession. So, per the Atlanta Fed Reserve definition, recession, I just checked all the boxes. Now, it says the recession can include two straight negative GDP prints, but that's not necessarily the case. Oh, just like when you're evaluating a Bitcoin chart or crypto chart, you want to take in different sources of data.
They just find new ways to say, oh, well, that can't be a good indicator, or that's to fit their narrative.
Also, mortgage demands fall to the lowest level in 22 years amid rising rates and slowing home sales. So we just went from a super on fire, extra hot. Basically, you got a random phone number calling you every 15 minutes asking if they want to sell your house. I'm like, no, I'm not selling my house. Stop calling me. And do you get those phone calls, David?
I get emails.
Dude, I get them all the damn time, man. every day. It's like some other address. And at some point, I was telling people, I'm like, put me on the do not call list. And now I'm just like, I don't got no time for this. The average contract interest rate for a 30-year fixed rate mortgage is 5.4%. Crazy. We were at 3.
I got my house for 3.2.
We dropped as low as like 2 point something at the pandemic onslaught. Now, applications for mortgages fell 7%. And
refis
21% over in just 1 week, man. Refinancing is down as well. And
75% year over year.
And then lastly, $140 oil, a barrel of oil, is the level to watch, says Data Trick. We still believe that $140 is the level to watch as a recession indicator. Data Trek researchers stated in a new note, this would be double from last summer's $70 barrel. Just think about that. You just doubled the price of oil. Keep in mind, oil is basically the bloodline for an economy. You know, how the trucks move and how, me and you go to work, how much the airlines charge for their tickets. Basically, top down, everything moves through the bloodstream known as our oil. So you're going to double the price of a barrel of oil, bro. Yeah. Crazy. And so anyways, anytime since 1970 when oil prices have 2x'd in a year, the recession is followed. So the writing here's on the wall. You got the mortgage, which is like pretty much like the biggest face value indicator of recession. If people aren't buying houses, you know something wrong. And then you got, as we mentioned, the Federal Reserve GDP Now Tracker, basically confirming a recession. And then you have us teetering on a barrel of oil costing $140. Where is the price of oil right now? Let's take a look here. We are at $122. We're getting close. This chart here. That's not good.
Wasn't there another article I saw?
So then, lastly, you gotta see two sides of the story, right? You gotta see two sides of the story. Here we go. And if you're just delusional, you don't believe any of the facts, here, even if oil hits $150 a barrel, J.P. Morgan's Marco Kolonovic predicts stocks will reclaim 2022 highs. Not only will they not go into recession, but we will break out of recession into a new bull market. A bull market fueled by people sitting at home, not driving anywhere.
Hold on. Go up. No. The video. The text on the video. 150 oil wouldn't cripple economy or the market. Okay.
Now, but we kind of joke about this, but there is a reason that we don't just straight roll into a recession, right? There's a reason that you see price action in both the Dow Jones and NASDAQ, and you see it in Bitcoin, because there's people that have no belief in a recession. And in the same way that people in Bitcoin are like, recession won't touch Bitcoin. We got nothing to do with it. The bottom is in. I'm buying right now. I don't care. The price is not going to drop any lower. Look at all the fundamentals. PayPal's going in on Bitcoin. Like, you could sit here and make a case, and there's actual validity to it. You can make a case for a reason to buy Bitcoin right now. And I do kind of agree, right? It's a great time to buy. I think right now, if you're looking at historical price figures, we've been over $30,000 for over a year. If you take away the last few weeks. And so, great time to buy. I mean, will it go lower? I believe so. So for that reason, I'm waiting. But that's why you're getting this price action on both sides. Same thing can be said with the legacy markets. You have a lot of people that are dismissing this recession thing. And they're like, we're cool. Everything's green light, man. Fed's just going to print more money, man. We good. Like, nothing to worry about here. And that's why you get price action. That's why you get price action on both sides. Because the same way that Bitcoin's price and cryptocurrency's price is made up from the spot markets on the exchanges, the same thing can be said with the Wall Street exchanges. So If everyone just started selling their NASDAQ stock and their S&P 500 stock and nobody was buying on the back end, you would just straight have a crash. And so for that reason, there are people that are bullish on the markets, and that's just one example of it. So there you go.
I'm still stuck on the $150 barrel oil thing.
But yeah, dude, like at least, you know, what surprised me is not the fact that, hey,
how would it not cripple the economy?
Okay,
If we're literally paying
but,
$150 a barrel of oil, everything's going to get more expensive. Wages aren't going up. Inflation's high. Products get more expensive. Make it make sense. And this guy is an executive at Chase.
The thing was I would expect somebody in his position to say something on par for, it's not going to bring a recession. We'll be okay. But instead, he's like, yo, we got to hit new all-time highs, baby. He's like, my oil portfolio killing the game right now.
So bad.
All right, hot take. Let's go.
Hot take.
It's hot.
All right, hot take's very simple today. When will Bitcoin break out of its $30,000 channel? Robin, go ahead.
Well, I already said it. I gave you a little sneak peek, little peep show to my answer, which is we're going to be in this channel for a minute. This is the floor, and we're going to be sweeping the floor for a while. I do think that we do have perma bulls. We have institutions that are buying Bitcoin. They're just not FOMOing into it. But if they see a good value, they're going to scoop it up. And so there's not enough demand, not enough volume, not enough retail interest outside of the traditional Bitcoin maxis and hodlers to drive the price up. They're not FOMO buying. But at the same time, if the price drops down to 24,000, 22,000, I just think there's so many people that are compelled by the future price of Bitcoin. They just can't pass up a good value. And for that reason, I don't think we're going to pump anytime soon. But if you put Bitcoin on sale, people are going to go, they're going to find a little bit of extra cash and they're going to scoop some up. And so when the price hits 22,000, buy orders are going to come push it back up. And so I think until I say September, October, and I'm not saying there won't be days or maybe a week, but ultimately I do think we're going to be hanging around this $30,000 mark until September, October. That's where
You
my
are
opinion
incorrect. I disagree. I wholeheartedly disagree. I think there is way too much going on. Way too much going on. You got midterm elections. You got CPI numbers continue to come out. Everyone's watching it. Talks of recession. More and more people are talking about recession. Then you have supply chain issues, and you have the quantitative tightening, and it's all going to have an effect. Now, I think in the short term, Bitcoin will break to the upside, trade above 32, between that 32 to 34. But I don't think it's going to stay in this 30K channel more than another month and a half, 2 months, in my opinion. Like I said, there's just so much uncertainty in the overall macro space, right? And so we are sometimes so focused, like tunnel vision, on Bitcoin or crypto, our peripherals are blocked. And when your peripherals are blocked, you make mistakes. So it's important to get information, not just in the crypto space, but on a macro level, on even a micro level, outside what's gold doing, what are stocks doing, what are other commodities doing, what's the sentiment of investors, what's the sentiment of the average American. And you guys got to remember, Bitcoin and crypto has never been in a moment where there hasn't been quantitative easing, there hasn't been low interest rates, and the economy's been booming outside of maybe two blips, right? One in 2020, and I believe there was one in 2010 or 2015. So we are going to break out of this channel. Now, whether it's to the upside or downside, I'm not sure. If I was a betting man, since we're in Vegas, I would say we break to the upside for maybe another 3 weeks and then eventually break down. I believe we will be trading under 25,000 for a long time. That will be our longest channel we have during this bear market, is going to be under 25,000. Yeah. That's all I got.
Interesting. Yeah. We disagree.
No way.
We disagree.
That never happens.
I know.
All right. What do you guys think? Put a 1 if you think we're going to stay in this channel for more than 3 months. Put a 2 if you think we're going to stay in this 30K channel for less than 3 months. So 1 more, 2 less. We want to know what the community thinks. All right. As you guys do that, we will move on to our very next segment of the show, our talking points. So we got a lot of cool things to talk about today. The first thing I want to talk about is the SEC versus XRP lawsuit. And the SEC might have dug themselves a hole too deep to climb out of. And we have a video for you guys. This gentleman is Jeremy Hogan. He is an attorney, and he's been following this case from the get-go. So let's go ahead and see what Mr. Hogan had to say.
Now we know that Judge Netburn is very sharp, and she got the SEC lawyer backed into a corner very quickly. First, the judge asked a question to establish her argument. Do you still stand by that position today that Hinman's speech was his personal opinion? Now, the SEC lawyer argued that yes, that was the court's ruling, but it didn't matter that it was his personal opinion because he was still seeking legal counsel, which led to the coup de grace statement from the judge. If he, meaning Hinman, is seeking legal advice from SEC lawyers, then they are providing advice to the SEC, not to Hinman. And then she twisted the knife a little bit more. Quote, the SEC has distanced itself from the speech, and that is problematic for me. There must be a purpose for SEC lawyers to give legal advice. And if it is his personal opinion, then there's no purpose for the legal advice. So, this is the moment of truth in the hearing.
Hold on, before you move off of his laptop, what the hell is in the background there? Is that a punching? Why is it so low?
Speed bag.
But why is the speed? No, speed bags hang from the top.
Right. Maybe it's he's in the upside down world. Stranger Things came out. Upside down world? No. Okay. If you're a Stranger Things fan, put a 1 in the chat.
Who punches down though?
Well,
is he practicing like punching
maybe
kids?
He's fighting midgets. So interesting. The judge pretty much said, if it was his own opinion, why the hell was he asking the SEC lawyers? Right? Robin, what are your thoughts on that? Do you think the judge have a point? Like, Hinman, if that was your personal opinion, SEC, you're saying it was his personal opinion, why did he go to your lawyers and seek advice?
You know, it doesn't, even if it is your personal opinion, like obviously you already know the answer to that. But if it's your own personal opinion and you're the head of the SEC, your personal opinion should represent the opinion of the SEC, right? If it lines up with the same profession, if you're discussing your profession. Okay, here's the thing. If I give you my personal opinion on Bitcoin outside of the studio, it should line up with my personal opinion inside the studio, right?
Correct.
I'm not going to leave here and start bashing Bitcoin and be like, yo, savings account is where it's at, bro.
Bank of America.
I'm buying like as much 30-year bonds as I can, man. Cashing this thing out in 2050, man. Like,
yeah, bro.
That's going to be real economic growth right there. Give me 10% on that one. Yeah. Like, obviously not, man. My personal opinion is going to line up with my professional opinion. And so the personal opinion of the SEC chair should be representing the personal opinion of his.
And it wasn't. And it was the Gary Gensler equivalent at the time. It's not like some office attendant or a secretary. It was literally the leader of the SEC. So the judge, like, our judicial system is great in this sense that no matter if it's a federal court, a state court, these judges are great at just looking at facts. We don't care if it's the president, the SEC, whatever the case may be, or if it's this little guy XRP. What are the facts? The fact is your former commissioners said they are not securities. And now you're over here trying to say they are securities. Well, if you win the case, then the SEC is hypocritical and people will lose faith in it. Not that people have too much faith in it now. Anyways, but just something interesting. So, yeah. You got anything else to add, Robin, before I move on?
Still thinking about them 30-year bonds, bro.
All right. With that being said, let's move on to our first article.
So, hey, real quick, though.
Go ahead.
I got a cool article. You want to hear it? You want to see it?
Sure.
So, we have found. Yeah, that's our board there. This is what I see.
Nerve care.
No? Nerve care, yes. Oh,
Yeah,
look at
look at
that.
your ugly ass toes.
David's got yellowing toenails. So, so here we have found coins found the holy grail of shipwrecks. So basically, we have officially found the oldest coin wallet ever. This is before the days of Satoshi. This is literally the oldest coin wallet out there. We have just found it, over 300 years old, ladies and gentlemen. No secret phrase needed for this one, guys. And so
How does this have anything
Colombia's
to do?
Navy has released images of artifacts
What
found
is this
there.
show becoming? Robin's Playground? Robin's Sandbox.
Oh man, they found an old wallet, bro. Come on now. They found all kinds of cool coins there, man. You think there's some ship coins up there? Spanish Armada coins? There we go. That's all I got. Go ahead, proceed. I'm sorry.
You done?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Rocco, will you pull up my laptop so I can actually give our people some info they came here actually for? Big news, PayPal. Their users can now transfer crypto between external wallets.
What about Spanish Armada wallets? No? Okay.
Between external wallets and exchanges after a new approval. This is what Jose Fernandez da Ponte, which is the senior vice president and general manager for PayPal's blockchain, crypto, and digital currencies vertical, said. This is really about access and utility. We are greatly enhancing the utility of moving crypto around. Now, PayPal announced on June 7th that its users can transfer Bitcoin, ETH, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin to other exchanges and external wallets. They will also be able to transfer crypto to family and friends. So kind of like Zelle, but with crypto. Pretty interesting. Currently, the service is available to select U.S. users, not including Spanish Armada wallets, and will be rolled out to all eligible U.S. customers in the coming weeks, as per the company note. The development comes as the company has revealed that the New York Department of Financial Services has granted PayPal a BIT license. BIT license allows a company to conduct virtual currency business activities. Robin, I don't use PayPal. I'm not a PayPal fan. One of my accounts got compromised one time, so I haven't used it since then. But I know a lot of people use PayPal. I know you use PayPal. What are your thoughts on this? Is this big? Is this?
It's huge. They have millions of merchants. Millions, not million, not thousands, millions of merchants. And so, with that said, you just plugged in a ton of new opportunities to transact with Bitcoin. And you've now opened up a big avenue of possibilities. And
this
so
is dumb. This article is how is it huge news?
Okay, one, they got a BIT license. They don't hand them things out ever. They got a BIT license in New York.
important.
That's huge. Second, you have a centralized PayPal wallet that was pretty much transacting within own. You know, if you had a PayPal wallet and I had a PayPal wallet, I could send you some Bitcoin. That was pretty much the functionality. That was it. It's capped out.
And now you can transfer to your Coinbase wallet. Whoop-de-fucking-do.
No, okay. Yeah, here in the U.S., maybe it's not a big deal. But you got to think about people that don't have access, that don't have ACH bank deposit transfers that they can put money into an exchange. So if you're living abroad, a lot of people's only access to a monetary system is PayPal. You just need an email and you can pretty much create a bank account now at this point. And you can fill it with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a host of other assets. And then now, instead of just sending it to another PayPal address, you can be your own bank and you can use it how it's designed. And so there's not a lot of options around the world, man. I'm telling you, like, if you try to, here in the U.S., if you try to use any of the overseas exchanges, like the MEX exchange, you try to use Coin Tiger, you try to use Huobi, they don't allow it. And there's a lot of countries that don't allow exchanges, just period. And so the fact that you can be your own bank and use PayPal, something that people are already familiar with. It's not, I get it doesn't have as much traction here with middle-class Americans, but there's a ton of users there. And you just plugged in a ton of people into the network. And now you get them the versatility and the utility to transact with anybody that has a crypto wallet. And all the merchants that were already there using PayPal can now accept crypto.
Womp, womp, womp. I think what Rocco said yesterday is more news. You know, when you said you went to make a payment or something and asked if you want to settle in ETH.
That's literally that's the functionality. Before yesterday, you couldn't do that.
Okay, but this article just talks about transferring, right? That's what this article is about.
What is transferring? Transferring is
Can
paying.
transfer crypto between external wallets and exchanges.
Okay,
If I'm
a merchant
speaking on this article.
Okay, if I'm a merchant and I have a crypto wallet and you transfer me what Bitcoin, you just paid me in Bitcoin.
Yeah, but that's not how the settlement works.
That is the settlement. You're just transferring it. When we bought our Bitcoin tickets for Bitcoin
So
Miami,
you're saying PayPal? So you're saying PayPal is like BitPay?
exactly, 100%.
They're settling their own transactions.
Yeah, the same exact way that we paid for our Bitcoin Miami tickets. That was a transfer.
Correct.
That's literally how these things work. We're no longer in this monetary system where you have to settle it on a Visa network. All you have to do is send, done. Nothing else. That's why this system is so beautiful. All you have to do is enable a transfer from one wallet to another, and all the infrastructure's there already.
Yeah, but PayPal sucks.
No, it doesn't. It sucks
does.
because you don't use it.
No, it sucks because I don't use it.
There
Cox
you go.
doesn't use it. Marky Mark said it sucks. You know.
Okay,
We're in
but
congruence
the
here.
millions of users that don't have Coinbase, Binance, Uniswap, a MetaMask wallet, the millions of people that can't physically deposit, like you want to deposit on MetaMask, you have to have a Visa card. You want to deposit on KuCoin, you need a bank account or a Visa card. You want to deposit on PayPal, however the hell. Yeah.
So you get cash. You can now you convert your cash to Bitcoin and Ethereum and send to your wallet or pay somebody else.
Here's the thing: if you have access to PayPal, if you have access to the internet, and you have so you can go buy a gift card. So say you live in an African country, you can have a $100 gift card, and then you can just load it up to your PayPal account. You can't do that with exchanges. You need bank accounts and other things. So it's basically an onboarding system that's available to anybody in the world. And there's as long as you can figure out a way to stick some money in that thing, which there's tons of different ways of doing it with PayPal, you can pretty much access Bitcoin network, Ethereum network, and all the other supported coins that they have. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't like PayPal.
What don't you like?
I don't like. I just said I don't like. They're not secure enough for me.
They literally will. I called PayPal one time and I was like, "Yo, I never got my package I ordered on eBay." They're like, "Okay." They just refunded me the money. No questions.
Well, they know. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I'm not a PayPal fan, so whatever. But
are you a fan of millions of people plugging into the Bitcoin network?
No.
You're not.
I think it should only be Michael Saylor and
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Yes, of course, obviously.
you
What
go.
I didn't know though, I didn't know that they settled all the transactions themselves. Typically, they'll send it out to something like BitPay, who'll take on all the volatility, and they'll just get the money back. But
No, when you create a wallet on PayPal, it's your wallet.
Well,
Same way you create a MetaMask wallet, you create a wallet on PayPal, it's your wallet. And then you can transact in between other wallet addresses. So
all right, well, looks like I'm out of the PayPal loop here. So, but Robin got you covered. All right, let's move on. The Fed is getting sued. Why? Here's why. Crypto bank Custodia sues the Fed over 19-month delay on account approval. Wyoming-based digital asset bank Custodia is suing the Federal Reserve Board of Governors and the Federal Reserve Bank of Kansas City, claiming, quote, an unlawful delay in processing an application for its master account. Custodia was one of the first special purpose depository institutions, also known as blockchain banks, made under a Wyoming regulatory framework. If you're wondering why Wyoming, this is also where Senator Lummis is from. She represents the state of Wyoming. The bank was founded by Caitlin Long, who was an early advocate of Bitcoin, who established the institution in 2020 to provide accounts for crypto companies and serve as a bridge for them to the US dollar payment system. Now, the application was submitted to the Federal Reserve Master Account Division 19 months ago, in October of 2020. The lawsuit claims the Federal Reserve violated a United States code, which outlines a 1-year deadline for processing the application, and says it even states on the master account application that a decision takes 5 to 7 business days. 5 to 7 business days to 19 months. Now, they plan to provide final settlement for U.S. payment dollars in digital asset transactions, along with providing digital asset custodial services. A key part of its service is to clear payments for its customers directly with the Fed, which it says will reduce costs, counterparty credit risk, and delays in settlement. So, Robin, SEC is getting sued. The Fed's getting sued. No, it's not the main Fed.
I mean, it's not a surprise. I mean, I don't want to turn this into what the hell is wrong with the government? Why did it take us so long? I'm not surprised. It's just it's story
5 to 7 business days to 19 months.
Yeah,
That's ridiculous.
It's insane. Obviously, we see the motive here, and you know what? If I would do the same thing. I would do the same thing because obviously at some point you're not just dragging your feet. You're purposely putting something aside to prove a point. You don't like crypto, and so you're like, you know what? We'll pass your application when we get to it. And unfortunately, that's just not the right way of doing business, man. You want to deny it, deny it. You want to prove it, just approve it. Stop playing games, man.
And this is how companies and people can keep our government and our judicial branches honest. Is we have the power of law. Our judicial system is very fair to the majority extent. And so when you have Grayscale suing SEC, maybe they'll think twice about decisions they make in the future relative to what they're getting sued for. Same thing with Custodia Bank suing the Fed. It's like, be fair, right? If you don't like it and you're going to deny it, just say no so we can figure out what other avenue to take.
But here's a question. Have you ever heard of Custodia Bank before today?
They used to be, what was the name of their bank? Avanti. And I've heard of Avanti.
Yeah, I've heard of Avanti.
It's Custodia, no. But I did know, I remember reading, this was months ago.
I remember
Wyoming
reading
bank,
something about this story
yes,
a while ago.
Wyoming bank filed for a special depository. Here's the interesting part is they essentially want to plug into the central bank and be able to settle with the backing of the central bank. So says it'll be cheaper. It'll help with
Yeah,
It'll help with scams.
Help with PayPal.
Like, words come to me. Hurry. So no, but I think this should happen. We should hold even our government accountable. So, and the point I was making before Robin interjected.
You forgot your own words. I didn't interject.
Yeah, because you interjected me. You interjected me with your stupidity. No, and now I lost my train of thought again. All right, let's move on.
So, hey, real quick before we move on, I did pull up. Here's
go.
Pull up my laptop here.
Oh, God.
So here we have PayPal statistics. So PayPal has over 392 million active users.
That's nothing.
Processed a total payment volume of $886 billion.
That's nothing.
And then 34 million transactions a day in 2019. And 72% of European online users prefer paying with PayPal.
Those are rookie numbers. You got to pump those up, man.
Now, what don't you like about PayPal, man?
I told you.
Okay, because you haven't used PayPal.
I've used PayPal.
We should
and I had a
not. We
bad
should not
experience.
ever cover the project.
I personally have had a bad experience.
Okay, so here's the growth of PayPal since 2010. Looking at it in a chart, and then one last thing.
You know who founded PayPal?
Over 1/3 of North American retailers accept PayPal. Let that sink in. Over 1/3 of American retailers can now accept Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other transactions.
That's
Over 1/3.
That's nothing. Those numbers are weak.
Dude.
I'm kidding. Do you know who founded PayPal?
Yeah, Elon Musk.
That's right.
No fun. I mean, he took over.
He
took over the project. It wasn't his. He bought it off for $500 million back then.
Looks like he made a good investment.
Yeah, he did a good job.
No, in all seriousness, those are astounding statistics. So, Again,
I didn't realize it was a third of North American retailers. So
that's pretty big.
yeah,
that's pretty
and
big.
I mean, I knew it was big in Europe. I didn't realize it was
I don't know,
72%.
but at this moment, the crypto I hold, I refuse to use it to buy groceries or whatever. Like,
But that's what I'm saying. It's not about.
to me, it's more of an investment than a actual currency.
But the thing is it's not about how you use it. It's the fact that people that had no access to crypto can now use it. And if you wanted to buy Ethereum, for example, you can now buy Ethereum by loading up your PayPal account. And
you could have done
way.
that regardless.
But that's what I'm saying. If you didn't have a bank account or a
Right.
Visa card, it was pretty damn impossible. And if
Not
you
according-
want, and
not
if you
according to the
wanted to
government.
accept Bitcoin, and you're in outside the U.S., if you're a country in Africa or South America or whatever it is, you want to accept Bitcoin, a lot of times the payment infrastructure is just not there. But if you got PayPal, boom, problem solved.
Marky Mark's on my side. He's been scorned by PayPal. I feel you, man. But looks like a lot of people have good experience with him, so we'll just roll with that. You got anything else to add to this Custodia article, Robin?
No.
Do you think what do you think will come out of it? You think this lawsuit will do anything?
Nope.
So what should their next step be? Keep waiting, or pull it and file another one? What would you do?
I don't.
Even if you
I'm not
can do that?
I'm not an expertise in the.
You're not an expertise.
No, I'm saying I don't know how
You're
the
not an
banking.
expert.
I don't know what the next step would be. I would contact the lawyer and be like, "What's my next step?" In the same way, like if I got denied a claim on my insurance, I would just go to an insurance agent and they'd be like, "Hey, what's my next step?"
Be like, hey, what the hell wrong with you?
I wouldn't tune into the cryptocurrency channel to figure out, what's my next move.
Why not? I thought you were the Swiss Army knife. What was your Swiss Army knife thing again? Swiss.
Swiss.
All right, let's move on. Financial behemoths partner for new Bitcoin crypto trading platform, says report. A quartet of financial giants consisting of market makers Citadel and Virtue Financial and retail brokers Fidelity and Charles Schwab are developing a crypto trading platform. The race is on, my friends. This is not an arms race. This is an exchanges race. Citadel and Virtue are developing the offering, which will include Bitcoin and other cryptos, and Fidelity and Charles Schwab will assist the process through existing infrastructure that will allow the product to reach mass appeal. Now, if you've heard of Citadel, you probably heard about it with the whole Luna fiasco. Apparently, there was rumors going around that Citadel was behind the attack, which after some serious info has come out, I do not believe to be true. Citadel Securities is a subsidiary of Citadel LP, which currently has hedge fund billionaire Ken Griffin at the helm, who just last year referred to Bitcoin and other cryptos as, quote, a jihadist call against the U.S. dollar.
Why would you say that?
A jihadist call. So essentially saying they want to
How does social
destroy
media?
the
How
dollar.
does social media not
Cancel him?
Yeah.
I don't know. Because certain things, and as sad as this is to say, there's certain things people care more about.
Yeah, you can say one thing about a sensitive topic, and everybody's up in arms, and then you can throw out jihadist call
And literally
SEO
offend an entire religion. And you're good. Go ahead. Continue as your day goes
You're in
on.
charge of Citadel. Oh, yeah. You got a lot of money, right?
And this is a quote from Mayura Hooper, who was spokeswoman from Charles Schwab. She said, quote, "We know there is significant interest in this cryptocurrency space, and we will look to invest in firms and technologies working to offer access with strong regulatory focus and in a secure environment." Follow the money. Where are resources going? Where is talent going? Where is money going? It is going into our space. Pay attention in bear markets. Pay attention to who's building, who's entering the space, who's investing money in the space, and bet on those companies, bet on those tokens, bet on those coins. Not financial advice. And if you're ever in doubt, right, because the detractors, the naysayers, the futsters always come out when they see a 50, 60, 70% drop in Bitcoin, Ethereum, other cryptos. Told you, it's about... Don't listen to them. Look at the facts. Look at the numbers. Look at the statistics. and figure it out for yourself. Use your common sense, right? People talk out of their you-know-whats without doing any research themselves, without actually spending 5 minutes to go see, hey, this story, is it actually real? Or what this person said, is it true? Or no, whatever Uncle Joe said or your friend Schmuck said, you're just going to take that at face value and treat that as the gospel. No. Even when you watch the show, you should still reference and do your own research. Use this as a baseline platform to start your research and essentially the knowledge you're getting. So to me, this is great. Now, I know the world of crypto, the sentiment, centralized, Wall Street to the side. We want to stay true to crypto. So I don't know how well this will be received, but for the average investor who aren't degens like we are, I think this is great. It'll bring in mass adoption. At the very least, when they open up their Charles Schwab account, there'll be a tab that says crypto. And when something's in your face enough and you don't know what it is, eventually you're going to click on that and you're going to figure out, well, what is this all about? So
You're going to have, obviously more competition is good. More liquidity is good. And who's got more liquidity than Charles Schwab, Fidelity,
Citadel. Virtue, I haven't heard of them.
Yeah. Anyways, you got the four. You have three of the biggest financial players out there, and you already see this. You already see this coming to age already. You have what's it, Webull and eToro. You're already seeing some of the traditional stock and legacy finance players getting into crypto, offering their own order books, and so not surprised that Wall Street giants, financial institution giants that offer pretty much order books already, they offer access to Wall Street. Hey, let's make our own exchange. So, I mean, I guess, it's a good thing. You know what this reminds me of?
What?
You ever seen Ocean's 11?
Hell yeah, I've seen Ocean's 11.
So when they go to rob the bank, it's all the four major casinos are storing it in one, all the money underground in one vault.
Yep.
That's what I feel like.
At the Bellagio, right?
It's like underneath the Bellagio.
That was a good movie, man.
And no, it's terrible.
What? Ocean's 11 was a terrible movie? Hold on. Do you like the movie?
The 1980s
Hold
or
on,
something?
Rocco. Did you like Ocean's 11 with George Clooney? You're saying it was a bad movie.
It's pretty cheesy, bro. I'm just saying, man. It's just like, it's like.
If I could slide any further down, I would.
Bro.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Bro, I'm telling you,
What
man.
other movie did he say was bad? Or show?
So you got these like elaborate plans. First of all, there is no vault underneath the Las Vegas
Strip. It's a movie. No shit.
Exactly.
It's a movie.
It's far-fetched, and I'm from here, so I take offense to it, okay? That's not how cash cages work. And so... anyways.
That was really hard for me to get up when I slid down. My back kind of hurts. I'm getting old.
So...
anyways, back to this. Do you think it'll get mass adoption in the crypto world, or is this just going to be for the average retail, traditional legacy finance?
Mass adoption. I mean...
Okay,
Why not? Why?
Let me ask you this question, Robin. Let me ask you this question. You have a Charles Schwab account, right? You personally have a Charles Schwab account. You also have a Coinbase account, okay? If you can have everything on Charles Schwab, your stocks, your equities, and your crypto, would you do that, or would you keep them separate? Crypto on Coinbase, stocks, legacy stuff on Charles Schwab.
That's your own personal decision.
I know.
Doesn't really matter.
Your opinion.
I don't know. I'd have to look at the pros and cons of both. Like, I don't know.
You can't ever give.
I just don't know. I don't have an answer for you. Right. I just look at. I just look at this situation. If you have an exchange by Charles Schwab, Fidelity, and Citadel, if you have an exchange that's run by all of them, then what's going to happen is there is a very good chance they'll take over as the number one exchange.
They would have made Robin go to the underground vault for payout after his 77 sevens.
That's right. Boy got
That's how he knows it's not real, because they took him down there. There was nothing down there.
So I mean, I could see them.
Man, hold on.
So supplanting Coinbase. I could see them.
I can see that
okay,
too.
you're already a licensed broker. You're already like
You already got the regulation stuff down.
Yeah. You're already like you just
People trust
fit
you
in.
already, right?
Exactly. And you probably have taken Gary Gensler out to dinner 30, 50 times
At minimum.
And so
Not McDonald's dinner.
Yeah.
We're talking steak dinners.
Oh yeah, the good stuff, baby.
The goody good.
If you came to Vegas, you'd be at was it Prime Steakhouse at Bellagio?
That's the worst steakhouse, bro. You want to go to a good steakhouse? You know where you go?
But I'm just saying.
Gordon Ramsay steak.
The SEC would more than likely go visit the Bellagio Steakhouse. I'm just saying they're not. I feel like they're not going to go diversify.
I have friends that work
They're
there.
not going to go see the Yelp reviews and all that. So
Why the hell would you put that on there, Rocco? You don't think his ego is big enough?
It's automatic.
Oh,
I don't
shit.
press.
Well, can you
button.
pause it?
Yeah.
Block it. I just wanted to say we have one of the funniest communities here, bro. You guys are always saying stuff. I look over and I just chuckle. So keep it up. We love you. All right, let's move on. U.S. Senator Lummis says America has crossed the chasm, says Bitcoin will not be banned. Wyoming Senator Cynthia Lummis has acknowledged that the U.S. has crossed the chasm concerning Bitcoin, maintaining that the asset is here to stay with no room to ban it. This is a quote from her. I don't want to understate how tough the road is ahead for our bill, but I do agree that America has crossed the chasm of, is this real? Yes. And will it be banned? No. The questions, challenges are different now. You know what? Watching some of our senators and people that are pro-crypto in government, watching them over the past few years has been like having a newborn and watching them blossom to a fine young woman or a fine young man. And slowly but surely, we've had to spank them on their bottoms a couple times. We've had to take the yogurt away. We'd have to take the knife away from them because they were playing with it. Say, you can't do that. You'll hurt yourself. Now they are blossoming into something we can be proud of. We're not there yet, but we're getting close. I believe we're in that puberty stage where they're going to act out a little bit and we got to rein them back in. Show them who's boss. You like that analogy? That was good, huh? You don't
What
like
about
anything I say.
Elizabeth Warren?
You're lame, bro. I'm done asking your opinion on my things. Rocco, was that a good analogy, bro?
Yes, I guess.
Thank you, Rocco. Thank you very much. You know what? I don't care what both of you say. Community,
Okay.
was that a good analogy? Were you guys vibing with it? The only thing,
Blossom. Are you gonna blossom Elizabeth Warren?
she's not part of the baby. Yeah.
I have no idea
She's the
what the
aunt that-
hell your analogy had anything to do.
Because you don't pay
you
attention.
talk about spanking babies and like
Says the
breastfeeding.
Says the
I don't
guy
really
who
know
showed
what
a
the hell's
video
going on.
of a dummy or a person or a machine. A baby's back and the baby.
That video was hilarious.
That was the funniest video I think I've ever seen, honestly. We're going to have to show that again one day.
You want to see another video here?
Here we go.
Maybe.
Here he comes.
Rocco, what is he
Hold
going to
on,
show?
hold
Because
on.
Rocco
Let's
can see the preview.
Yeah, but
Is it stupid?
yeah, no, I don't. I refuse to watch.
Stop it.
Let's see. I guess.
All right, what do you got, Robin? What do you got?
All right, here, pull it up.
Remember, guys, we are an entertainment-focused crypto. Oh, God. The hell is this?
We got sound over here or what, man?
Ready? All right. No, I'm scared. Good evening. Yeah, how are you? Hello, Christina. Good evening.
Oh, was that you?
Good evening.
Yeah, that's me.
Right.
I was a
Are you
personal
well?
chef
Yes,
for
sir.
Gordon
Specials.
Ramsay.
Specials, these are tonight specials, Chef Christian.
We have our hamachi tonight, chef, coming out of Japan. We have a kiwi and a mango coulis,
Right.
Sesame powder, and some hanzu tapioca.
Great. And the fish, lightly cured or not?
Slightly cured with a bit of yuzu vinegar.
Usually. Love it. Love it. Put your tongue out.
Lightly cured with Robin.
Okay, great. You like acid?
I do.
Great. Next. Entree.
We have
Robin.
roasted chicken breast served
Yes.
with chickpea flour panisse.
Nice.
And then a medley of smoked beans,
Nice.
edamame beans, and some purees, and
Right.
carrot and edamame puree, give it a little color.
Promise me that's the only bean you're smoking.
Maybe.
Right hand up to God. I do solemnly swear
I solemnly swear.
that I, Robin,
I rub it.
never smoked anything but
Never
monk meat.
smoked anything.
Okay, good. We're live. Come on.
All right.
Do you have a bad back?
I do.
Because you can get a license for that as well. No,
not at all.
How are we cooking the chicken?
We are breaking down the chicken. We're
There you
getting
go.
it whole,
Anyways,
so
yeah,
you're removing
so-
the
You
chicken.
know, I've met Gordon.
You
look a
brought
bit young
up,
in there.
I've met Gordon a few times.
you
He-
brought up Gordon Ramsay's steak.
Yeah.
And so that was me when I was over there at Gordon Ramsay's
I've
steak.
met
so.
Gordon
Very
a few
cool.
times, and I'm telling you, this dude is one of the most down to earth, and Robin can attest to it. One of the most down to earth celebrities I think you'll ever meet, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, we've met a lot of celebrities being in Vegas, and this dude is legit. So, all right, that was pretty cool. I don't think I've ever seen that video. All right, so back to the article, back to crypto, Robin. Yeah. Oh, what I wanted to mention real quick while we're on Senator Lummis. Now, obviously, the crypto bill came out yesterday. It's very important to understand. It's literally just the first iteration of the bill. Still has to get discussed. It's going to go to the chamber. It's going to go to the Senate and the House. And they're going to say, well, we like this, but we don't like this. It's going to be back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until finally they agree. Then it's got to go to a vote. House, Senate. If it gets passed, president signs it. That could take months. Some people saying years. But one thing I told you guys, I was going to read the bill in its entirety. The one thing that stood out to me was a section called ancillary assets, right? So we know Bitcoin and ETH are commodities. They stated that. The CFTC has said it. The bill says it. What about stuff like Cardano, Solana, Polkadot, Avalanche? Well, they will, from what the bill says, if it stays the same, will fall into a category called ancillary assets. So it's essentially any asset that fits part of the Howey test, but not the full Howey test. And so this could be something like Cardano, where you have a founder, right? You have a centralized figure who has access to the network, but the network is not run by that person. It's run by the validators and the node operators. So that would fit into something like an ancillary asset. And with ancillary assets, they will be considered commodities, but they will have to file with the SEC disclosures twice a year. So again, this might be something they take out of the bill. This might be something they expand on in the bill. That remains to be seen. But as it sits right now, huge and great news for anything outside of Bitcoin and ETH. I know people were worried this is just going to be a Bitcoin-friendly bill. Everything else is going to get screwed. And the other thing that they did not talk about at all is DeFi. That sounds like it's something they're going to pass on to the Treasury Department. So we'll see. We'll see how that comes out. But yeah. All right, let's move on. Chainlink pumped, and here's why. Chainlink 2.0 brings a new roadmap and staking. The Chainlink community has asked for staking for God knows how long, and they finally get it. The latest token to get a bump in its price after announcing the upcoming implementation of staking is Chainlink. And I believe I have a Chainlink chart pulled up I'm talking about during market analysis. According to the announcement released by Chainlink, the overarching goal of staking on the network, quote, is to give ecosystem participants, including node operators and community members, the ability to increase the security guarantees and user assurances of Oracle services by backing them with staked Link tokens. Staking not only introduces an incentive to provide reliable data, but it allows for a penalty mechanism for underperforming nodes who fail to achieve the goal of consistently generating accurate Oracle reports and delivering them to specific destinations in a timely manner. So essentially, if you're a node operator on Chainlink, staking will allow them to essentially slash your stake. So if you act in a malicious way or don't provide exact data to the exact location it's supposed to go, you can get your stake taken away.
Which is on par for normal normal staking.
Any
That's
proof of
generally
stake, yes, any proof of stake. There's
not doing anything crazy here.
But apparently, the staking service they have is going to make that even better, more efficient. The addition of staking is also expected to increase network adoption over time as new sources of rewards and an increase in the amount of protocol fees that are generated from non-emission-based sources further attracts more participants. The new roadmap also introduces Chainlink Proof of Reserves. With Proof of Reserves, the cryptocurrency holdings of a company can be easily audited through an automated process that leverages the transparency of blockchains, smart contracts, and oracles. So last part, something that could get adopted by legacy finance. So there was talks in the government. They want to pass a bill that all members of government essentially have to disclose their cryptocurrency holdings. And so will they use Chainlink's new proof of reserve? Possibly. Robin, you're a Chainlink fan, yes?
Yeah.
Do you agree they are the gold standard of oracles?
I think they're the leader. Yeah, I guess.
Which would be the gold
yeah,
standard?
sure. Yeah.
I know it's hard for you to agree with me, but just facts, remember? Take bias out of it.
I mean, it's like saying Ethereum is a gold standard for layer 1 smart contracts,
It is.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean they're the best at everything, right?
Well, the numbers say otherwise.
No, I mean, are they the fastest? Are they the cheapest for transactions?
No, but why do people keep...
Okay, but they're the gold standard.
why do people
But
keep
I'm just
using it?
saying,
Yeah.
all I'm saying is that there are a host of oracles out there. Chainlink is the go-to one, the biggest one, the probably one that has the most data points or whatever stands them out. But there are other oracles that do things that are better than Chainlink. They don't do everything better than every other oracle.
You're probably right. All right, let's move on. Litecoin is getting delisted in South Korea.
Finally.
Yeah. Dude, Litecoin is such a dead project. It's not even funny. When I see we're incorporating crypto, but we're going to start with 3 cryptos: Bitcoin, ETH, Litecoin. I'm like, why the hell is Litecoin in that conversation? I'd rather see Shiba Inu in there. Right, Robin?
You leave Shib out of here.
Would you rather right now, at this moment, would you rather buy a bag of Litecoin or a bag of Shiba Inu? Robin? Tread carefully. Tread carefully.
I honestly would take the Litecoin. Litecoin has been around for so long, it's going to hold its value longer than SHIB, I think, in my personal opinion. I think SHIB has more of a likelihood to completely fall out of the top, say, 30 versus the likelihood of Litecoin falling out of the top 30. I think both of them are projects I don't want to be invested in. I'm just saying that for
you would pick
percentages for your probability of holding value, I think Litecoin will probably hold value. Now, for risk reward, I think there's more possibility of 3xing your money with SHIB, yes, than say Litecoin. However, I would feel more secure putting my money in Litecoin. You asked me a question, that's my answer.
Okay, fine.
Oh, there you go.
Fine. Major South Korean crypto exchanges delist Litecoin. They've delisted Litecoin weeks after flagging its privacy-focused Mimblewimble upgrade. The delisting comes in the light of the much-awaited Mimblewimble upgrade that made Litecoin transactions private, hiding some of the key identifiers. Now, the 5 major exchanges include Upbit, BitThumb, CoinOne, Corebit, and GoPax, and they have now all delisted Litecoin from their platform. Litecoin is a dead project. Please don't invest in it. There's so many better projects to invest in. They're doing nothing. They're getting delisted. Like this whole Mimblewimble thing announced 2 years ago. Finally, they do it, and it's essentially they're becoming a Monero. So, Litecoin, you're dead. Robin, what are your thoughts?
They're not becoming a Monero. Monero from top to bottom is a privacy, like, secretive coin. You have the option of turning on and you have the option of transacting without people seeing it. So it does bring value. It does bring a use case or utility to certain needs. And I don't personally have those needs, so I'm not going to use it. But there are people that can use Litecoin and benefit from it. But at the same
Give us two.
Is it still frozen?
Yeah. We're good? All right. Sorry about that. A little hiccup, guys. Again, we are upgrading our internet, but it's going to take like 2 months. They got to drop brand new fiber in here. So thank you for your patience. All right. So going on this SHIB article, this was a quote from Bitstamp. As popularity grew, so did the request from our Bitstamp community to have the token listed on our exchange, token referring to SHIB. So you too can now become a proud owner of Shiba Inu and representative of the SHIB army, in parentheses, excluding the US and Singapore for now. So I personally don't use Bitstamp, but seeing as they are the longest tenured cryptocurrency exchange. This is pretty significant news, I guess. Again, now is probably not the best time with where we're at in the markets to be investing in memes like SHIB. I think if you really want to buy some, wait till Bitcoin bottoms, and then sure, if you want to throw a little money at it, little lottery ticket, go ahead. But if everything they're trying to do with SHIB comes true with with their DEX, it's live, but their metaverse thing, and it actually grows some utility outside of just burning, I think SHIB can be around for a while. Rob, you got anything to add to this before I move on?
About to FOMO in the SHIB right now. But
Let's
cancel.
see
I'm gonna cancel my
pull
ETH buy.
Pull the trigger right now on air. Let's go buy $100 of SHIB right now.
$100.
Yeah,
I know $100 of SHIB.
whatever. All right,
Boy, he won't be playing around with $100.
Oh,
If I'm pulling the trigger, it's
$50.
$115.
$15. All right, last article I want to talk about. This is pretty cool. This is what blockchain has the power of doing. This is why people are so excited about our space outside of just buying, hodling.
Also, I just want to say what's up to is Destroyer. Has he been in here before?
I believe he was here yesterday.
Was he? No. Destroyer, welcome back. And if you if it's your first time, Destroyer,
It's not his first time. He was literally here yesterday.
Hola again.
You know, I'm putting my conspiracy.
What happened to DJ Khaled yesterday?
Hold on,
DJ Karma. Which one was it?
I got my conspiracy hat on. We started buffering right when Destroyer came in the chat. Did you notice that?
Maybe he's
Rocco, do we have a
Destroyer?
dun-dun? Rocco, do we have a dun 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 sound?
Not yet.
Damn it.
I'm working
All right.
on it.
Just kidding. Welcome back, Destroyer. All right. So back to the article. This is why so many people are excited about blockchain, what it can do, how we can incorporate it into our everyday lives. The University of Hong Kong develops blockchain-based system to monitor construction quality. An architecture research team at the University of Hong Kong developed a blockchain-based system to remotely track the quality of construction of student residences. The system is named E-Inspection 2.0, helps manage construction quality inspection documents, making sure construction site photos and back and forth signed inspection files are all accountable, traceable, and immutable. It's also going to be used to record temperature, humidity, vibration, and location data collected by sensors to track the transportation of building modules and determine whether they have been damaged by moisture or other environmental factors. So essentially, right, you can see the health of a building. You can see the health of the students that are living in your dorms. You can catch things like, is there too much humidity and moisture? There could be black mold. Is the infrastructure crumbling? We need to look into it. That way you don't find yourself in a scenario where there's an earthquake and everything crumbles. So this is just one of the things. We shared a similar article on NFTs on Monday and what they're doing in Romania. Outside, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency and blockchain is not just buying a bag of tokens, holding it, selling it to make money. It's so much more. The technology behind it is what people are getting behind, and everything else just gets a bump up. I don't want to say collateral damage, but as being part of the collateral. Robin, you got anything to add?
No, I'm good.
We're good on the stream? I know you're dealing with the stream issue.
Yeah, no, I'm actually over here. Destroyer said he's from Vegas. I was like, you know anybody that works at Cox Cable?
He said I don't. Oh, okay. Cox is terrible. But again, guys, we spend some serious money. We're getting fiber in here, so this stuff can't happen. So we love you guys.
It takes 60 to 90 days for them to build that thing out.
But just to drop the fiber. So. All right. We are done with our talking point segment. We are now moving on to our market analysis. Let's take a gander at what the crypto markets are doing. We are currently down 0.5%. Bitcoin barely holding its head above 30K, down 0.01% over the last 24 hours, pretty much even. Total cryptocurrency market cap sitting at 1.23 trillion. Volume is ticking up. We are getting close to 90 billion. Bitcoin dominance is underneath that 47%, sitting at 46.5. We've been over 47% for a few, I don't want to say a few weeks, but a few days, maybe 4, 5, 6 days. ETH under 1,800. And then you have Cardano at 64 cents. I have the Cardano chart pulled up. I believe it might be time to take some profit on Cardano if you are swing trading, or if you're looking to scalp some profits and you got a entry point under 60 cents. Might be a good time to get out. So with that being said, I want to share a little tweet from Mr. Saylor himself, and we shared this to our Twitter page as well. The best Bitcoin price signal for technocrats or maximalists is a 4-year simple moving average. Holy moly. A 4-year simple moving average, and you can see anytime it touches it, we see a big rally, touch, big rally, touch, big rally. We're not there yet, but we're getting close. But I mentioned earlier that I may have found.
That was Michael Saylor's tweet?
This is Michael Saylor.
Bro, you want to see another funny tweet?
Sure.
Let's look at this one. You'll appreciate it. Just came out.
I
Charles
read
Hoskinson.
this.
Another DeFi catastrophe. He said, this is the definition of you mad, bro. So this guy said, another DeFi catastrophe. ETH is a shitcoin. Very surprising. Cynthia Loomis didn't move to outlaw this toxic exit scam. And why isn't ADA being tossed out of her state? El Salvador threw Hoskinson out of the country and effectively banned him along with the terrorists. Like,
Okay, who even wrote that?
yeah, this is just Charles Hoskinson making fun of trolls here. So.
He does not give a crap.
Go ahead. Go. Sorry, I was just reading this as you're because I pulled up the Twitter because you pulled up that one. But
All right, now I mentioned earlier that I may have found a very, very proven top and bottom indicator for Bitcoin markets, and here it is, the Bitcoin Pi Cycle top indicator. Now I was like, all right, so this is a top indicator, and so here you have two lines. You have purple line, which is the 350-day moving average of Bitcoin multiplied by 2, and the green or teal line is the 111-day moving average. And the lighter colored zigzagging line is the price of Bitcoin. So this is typically a top indicator, but I was like, let me do a little testing. Let me see if I can figure out when the bottom is. So when they say the teal line approaches or gets even with the purple line, we are at a market top. So I started looking. I was like, all right, let me go back here to 2015, okay? 2015. So I'm like, all right, when are they the farthest apart? And it was around this time right here. And I did the math. I divided the 350. I divided the purple line into the teal line, and I got a multiple of 3.1. Okay, so 3.1. We look at the price here. Bottomed out at $972, and then saw a massive uptick. Now, when was the next one? 2018. The bottom was here in December, and then here is when we saw the largest gap between the two moving averages. And guess what that multiple was as well? 3.12. Now, this is, I found this to be a 2 to 3 month lagging indicator, but.
now, real quick, so what is the purple line again represent?
Excuse me. Purple line is a 350-day moving average of Bitcoin multiplied by 2.
So basically the 2-year moving average.
7, yes, exactly.
Essentially.
2-year moving average,
10 days.
and then 111-day moving average. And this chart shows that when the 111-day moving average, which is the teal line, gets to be congruent with the purple, we see a top, and you can see it here. Here we go. We got up here. It crossed over it, and that was a top. We kind of diverged a little bit. Here, up here again, congruent. Went to the bottom. Got close here, but didn't get congruent, or we didn't get fully in line with the purple line. So market didn't bottom out, and we haven't bottomed out yet. The multiple we're at currently is 2.6. Still got a little ways to go. So I'm going to be keeping my eye on this. And when we get to that 3.1, I will share it with you guys, and I will be making a lot of buys.
So going back to that's a cool chart. Like
Bitcoin Pi Cycle.
Now with the Michael Saylor one, so isn't it so with that one there?
This is the Saylor one.
Isn't usually the bottom when it touches? That's the what's that? The 4-year moving average.
4-year moving average.
So the bottom of the cycle has hit the 4-year moving cycle twice already. Right?
So here, this was in January of 2018.
Yeah, and then before. So you could say the same thing about the next one, right? That hasn't come to fruition yet.
Yeah.
And so that's what I take away when I see this chart is that we have more downside.
We do.
And if you see the length between these cycles, that's what I'm talking about. When I say that this bear cycle is going to last for a year, as an example.
This looks like it was kind of a mini.
That was last year. So you just
No, this
completely
was-
flat bottomed.
Here's 2018.
This was the last cycle.
Yes.
So you completely bottomed out. The other touch there, that was the March one. See, go right a little bit.
I can't move it.
No, I'm saying you have the smaller wick that touched that. That's the March 2020.
Yes.
And so I think that is going to signify the bottom, in my opinion.
No. Oh, the bottom. Oh, wait.
Yeah, when
No,
the
no,
next
no.
when the
No,
next blue line.
This shouldn't even have been here. That's the thing.
I'm not talking about that one. That's
This
a
one?
black swan. Yeah,
This
I'm
one.
saying here.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes,
The
yes.
bottom
Yes.
will be in when
Yes.
that blue line touches the light blue line.
And when we get to this Bitcoin Pi cycle multiplier.
And sure, when you throw the multiplier in there too.
This is, but if you take this little blip away, I mean, if you measure this, it's pretty freaking, it's pretty similar, because here is when we had the 2018 bear market, and then bam, we were on the way up. We had that little blip there. That's Black Swan went. We would have kept going up. I think this is what stopped us from really a blow off top, and why we only stopped at 69K. All right. So here I have the Cardano chart. I had mentioned might be time to take some profit for Cardano. Off of the local high here, we had at 91 cents back in May, beginning of May of this year. Looks like we had extremely strong support at the 1x short level. We got declined at 2x short, and then we closed above it. But now we are seeing some resistance at the 3x short level, which is at 67 cents. If you're looking to scalp or swing trade, I would be looking to sell now financial advice, and look to buy back in at this 2x short level, which is at 59 cents. That's for Cardano. Let's take a look at Chainlink. I have the long levels, the long margin pressure levels on Chainlink. Same thing here. We've had resistance here at the 4x long level. We try to break it here in May of this year, May 22nd. We try to break it again at the end of May. We finally broke, got to this 3x long level, which is that $8.38 level. And we are sitting just above it. Looks like we created support on this level. What I would look to do, because we saw the pump off the news of their roadmap 2.0, is if you got in around this 4x long level, which is around 750, I would look to take some profit, wait for it to bounce off this 4x long level again, and then look to take profit at the 3x long level. We have gotten so many offers for affiliate links, blah, 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 and we understand this channel has to make money to survive. If you guys notice, every single week, Crypto Stacker sign up is in the description of our live, every single show. And it's because it has such tremendous value. And if you just learn where to put the markers, how to work it, you can literally make money, whether you're in a bear market, bull market, or a sideways market. And this is everything that Forrest has created himself. So a big shout out to Forrest. I love this platform. I use this for my entry and exit points. And if you guys want to as well, you should too, if you're a trader. Now, what is my 15% move to the upside coin? Well, it is Theta. So here I have the Theta daily chart pulled up, and we are in this beautiful ascending triangle, which about 92% of the time does break to the upside, on top of sitting above this 21-day moving average. We crossed above it, and looks like we found support. So we crossed above it here on June 7th, which was yesterday, closed right at that level, and now we have bounced off towards the top end of this channel. We are getting near this channel. It looks like we have about a week until we complete the channel. And if we measure, and this is how you measure how big the move is, you take the center of the channel, draw a line, take this line, and then measure the line. And you're looking at a 17% move, which would put us at about from the $1.55. You can make a 20% profit, or a 20-cent profit for every Theta token you're holding. And if you're a leverage trader, which is not something I recommend, but if you do trade leverage, you do the math. And if we come over here, the Theta chart, below the green easy bands, which is where you want to buy. And if we take a look at the history of Theta, anytime it's been under the band, it's bounced up, under the band, bounced up. Now, we've been under this band for quite some time. So looking at the chart, we have finding support at the 21-day moving average. Beautiful ascending triangle, which breaks to the upside. Then we look at this. Nothing is 100%, but probabilities say, technical analysis says, Theta is looking to make a nice move to the upside when, I would say, over the next 7 to 10 days. Keep your eye on Theta. Not financial advice, but something I found. Big Rob, what's up? You got anything to say? I'm done, my friend.
You done?
I try to keep my TA simple, short, to the point.
Cool.
Yeah. Rocco, you got anything to add?
Thank you.
A man of few words, but a man of grave words. All right, let's go ahead and roll.
Words.
Grave importance.
Great like my hair.
All right, friends and family. Roll the outro music, my friend. On behalf of myself, Robin, and Rocco, we want to say we appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for sticking with us when everything's bad. And we know you'll be there when everything is good. And what I mean by that is a market sentiment. Big shout out to our new member, HP. If you want to sign up for our membership program, the link is in the description of this video. Click it. It'll take you to the browser version of YouTube. Wouldn't recommend spending $25 for the Whale Pass yet, but eventually it would be of great value. Again, enjoy the rest of your day, guys. We'll see you tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Vegas time. Peace.
I got 16 missed calls on my phone. Times change, Mickey D's turn into Rabuchon. Kick my feet up, drink leader, smoke on a new strong. Couple margaritas, senoritas, I goof off. Smoking on the island, say she wanna ride with me. Took her on a flight, said all her bags from Italy. I sent her with a friend, they shopping there religiously. Whoa, whoa, yeah. You say she love me, but that's when she rockin' Prada bags. Said she ready for the next step, whoa, not so fast. Slow down, slow down, slow down, girl, don't you crash. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Cause we can mess up that pretty face, but we can fuck up that pretty lady. Tryna kiss up, I'm in your place. Man, this shit so crazy. Never thought I'd be doing shit like this again. Put that effort in, girl, then I will pay you. Crash that thing out the park, now I feel like Babe Ruth, baby. This shit I can't do, baby. No, I can't move, baby. Nothing I can't prove, baby. I got 16 missed calls on my phone. Times change, Mickey D's turn into Rabuchon. Kick my feet up, drink leader, smoke on a new strong. Couple margaritas, senoritas, I goof off. I got 16 missed calls on my phone. Times change, Mickey D's turn into Rabuchon. Kick my feet up, drink leader, smoke on a new strong. Couple margaritas, senoritas, I goof off. Question marks along your brain, wonder if you should try again. Look at me inside your braces. Can't focus when we face to face. Plenty things I could go say. Name a place I go and pay at. Said she won't know, boo. Been around the world, plenty things I can show you. Taking flights to GA for our soul food. Gotta pay 1K for GA at my shows too. Keep it 1K with my fans even at my lows, ooh. That's why I'm back. Show your man the things I've showed you. Tell your man how I used to hold you, but I won't hold you. Your new man is lame and all I spoke is true. Life won't smoke for you. That sadness comes with coping too. This madness come with shit that's overdue. You strong with yourself, nobody else holding you, but I ain't holding you. You the one I need when I'm off that perk or two. Hit that thing early, got you sleep like curve for you. All these lame ass bitches I curve for you. All these packs and pearls I burnt with you. It's up now, baby, it's stuck. They can look, but they cannot. They gon' hate, so I keep that tucked. All this ice on me like pucks. I work hard, don't need no luck. Only thing I need is my Glock. When there's bread, these birds gon' flock. When they dead, I let them rot. I ain't tryna leave you up, I said stop waiting. And I don't got time for these pussy fuckers playing. You gotta read between the lines that I am saying. Ain't got no time for no more bullshit conversations. Cause I got 16 missed calls on my phone. Times change, Mickey D's turn into Rabuchon. Kick my feet up, drink leader, smoke on a new strong. Couple margaritas, senoritas, I goof off. I got 16 missed calls on my phone. Times change, Mickey D's turn into Rabuchon. Kick my feet up, drink leader, smoke on a new strong. Couple margaritas, senoritas, I goof off.